What's up YouTube, HoneyBee here bringing you a new Injustice 2 video, and in this video we will be going over my matches from NEC that were streamed, and I guess we're going to start with my first match that was on stream, which is going to be against Gur. Just as a little bit of background information, you will see in here that I'm playing quite poorly. I will say that Gur was playing really well, but I was playing pretty bad. I was dropping a lot of stuff, and I don't like to make like excuses and stuff like that, but I really didn't play Flash like much at all for the past couple days leading up until this tournament. I wasn't really practiced for him. I did play 2 matches before getting to Gur, but that was against 2 other players. One was Burning Oni, which is a cheetah player, actually a really good cheetah player, and I used Starfire on him, and then I fought Station, and that was also off stream, and I used Starfire on him as well. So my Flash really wasn't prepared at this point. During the tournament, this was my 3rd game of the tournament. I played Mortal Kombat X, I played Smash Ultimate, I was running around, and I was on basically no food at all, really. All I had was like a Caesar salad earlier on in the day, around like noonish, and like now we're looking at like maybe like 9 o'clock at night or something. So like I really was like out of it. I really wasn't feeling that good. Later on I'm doing better, and I honestly think part of the reason for that is because Sonic Fox got sushi and he let me have a couple pieces and he gave me a Sprite, so like that kind of like gave me a little bit more energy for the rest of the tournament. But either way, you'll see that first match, not so good, but we're going to go over it anyways, and this is going to be winners finals, not winners finals, winner's side of top 8, myself versus Gur, the first run back, but later on in grand finals, you'll see that it's much better, but let's get into it.
They're trying to wreck setups here, and I don't know why.
He's like, is there any way that you could rip this?
Oh, and another thing to note is, in this video, we will be going over 3 tournament matches. The first one will be myself versus Gur in winner side top 8. The next one will be myself versus Station, and then it will be myself versus Bio. The grand finals match that I had against Gur will be in a separate video, and that's going to be like the hypest match of the tournament, because I'm pretty sure it was. The grand finals was kind of crazy, so just putting that out there. I was trying to do my combo off of the kick there, and I was even dropping that. I'm like, uh-oh. Not very ready right now execution-wise, but that's what it is sometimes when you play a character that's like Flash. Like sometimes if you're really not in the zone or whatever, you can kind of screw yourself. But yeah.
Thank you. Alright, so
Let the intros rock.
Gur specifically asked to let the intros rock before this match.
Nerd!
loser.
So, for the record, this is a winning matchup for Flash, by the way. Regardless of whatever you see happening in these couple matches, Flash does win this matchup. Gur plays it really well. Like, he knows it better than anyone. Like, I mop all other Adam players I play, like, super free. Gur's the only one that, like, actually makes it difficult for me to beat him.
Yeah, that's what I got too, and then I threw it. Screw the Johnsons.
So I did notice one thing that Gur did a lot in the set is using down 3s when he thinks I would approach. Oh, I messed that one up. He would use down 3s a lot of times when he thinks I'm gonna approach with a back 2 because of down 3 low profiles. So that was really good. Flash it can't really stop the down 3 very well. It's kind of just what you do after the down 3.
In between rounds. Look at his face. He's so determined.
Dude,
Oh, that was a bad drop too.
Like
Couple bad drops. If you're too impatient as a Flash player and you're really just trying to charge in, that's when you kind of get fucked by Adam. And that's kind of what I was doing here. Like, I was just playing like kind of autopilot, wasn't really thinking.
It's about to like throw HoneyBee through a table right now. That's how serious this is.
Yeah, we need it in between every round, okay? So when that gray health bar goes down, get ready with the camera.
If it goes down.
It's gonna be great.
Okay.
It might.
I mean, HoneyBee used this
He's trying to
Flash.
chase him.
Ooh, got a little bit of combo.
Chase a low get ready. Come
And
Get ready,
that was good. I actually got the little pickup there.
Wait a little.
Good stuff,
wait a
good
little.
stuff.
That's fine. We can still see the game. That's perfect. Checking
We
him with
just
the down
gotta
3.
focus on his
He's focused, man.
serious face, man.
Oh,
That was a good super. and I let it rock. One good important thing to note about this matchup that obviously both myself and Gur know is that anytime Adam does a stomp, I can actually react to it with Sonic Pound, and if he does a non-meter burn straight shot, I can actually punish that with a back forward 2 lightning punch if I'm within range. So Flash has really good options against Adam that a lot of other characters just don't, which is yeah, it's really good for him.
I heard him. I heard him.
See how he's just like throwing out that down 3 like that.
What a read! Absolutely textbook there by Gur.
I mean,
Ouch.
there was this one time I went to this party. I mean, the party that we had at your house.
See, like stuff like that where I'm just running in like that, it's really not smart. I really shouldn't be doing that. Gur always ready to scout out the interactables. In grand finals, I will at some point out that he was looking for that as well. And I know in one of our grand finals matches, and I kind of took advantage, and I dropped that combo. There's a lot that was like an input error as well, so that's kind of ugly, honestly.
He was like, I don't know, I could probably just down 3.
You can tell that Gur is way more like prepared and like in the right mindset at this point in the tournament. Like he loves Injustice 2, so like he came to win, you know, like dude's still grinding the game.
And neither is HoneyBee right now.
But like for me, I was spending the majority of my time just playing Smash Ultimate, partly because I wanted to do decently well, but partly a bigger reason is just that I've really enjoyed playing Smash Ultimate a lot, so I've just been playing that. But like I'm getting fucking cooked right now. That was good from Gur.
Wow, no signal because Gur's downplaying.
Why did we lose our pop-off camera?
Look, no, because this angle's better. Look how mean he looks.
They're serious, man.
He looks evil.
Look at that. He's ready. He's like, it doesn't matter if I'm up 2-0. Can't let off. You can't let off.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. Lord help me. I'm gonna kill him.
I feel like Gur's been getting a lot better with mixing it up in that trait. Or mixing it up in that character power. Just kind of, you know, not going to the same pattern over and over again. But I feel like he's just counter-adapting to how people are adjusting for it.
Probably. That's actually a good way to look.
Should have like committed a couple times to like the down 1-2s. Would have got big damage. That was honestly random for me. Like just randomly worked.
HoneyBee's block rate versus Gur's character power was phenomenal. It was like 95%.
I mean, it's not looking phenomenal right now.
It's not.
Not sure what's going on.
Damn,
right
commentators going in on me.
Maybe
they know I'm rusty.
To that from the last time they played.
Maybe HoneyBee wants. He's been playing too much Smash, man.
I was playing too much Smash.
On the go.
That's another thing that's actually pretty interesting. I know a lot of Adam players, after they hit you with that, they love to just do a stomp because most characters can't really do anything about it, so they kind of just take the chip and plus frames. Adam gets plus frames from that too, but Flash can actually punish that with a wake up Sonic Pound meter burn, and Gur knows that, so you know he kind of just waits, you know, nothing stupid. So like that's really good on Gur's part. Like he knows like what to look out for in the matchup. I don't know. See, like these are some kind of weird decisions for me though. Like honestly, like I was playing like very poorly in this winner's side top 8 match.
Instant air stuff.
They're called fairs.
No, they're called nairs.
And then I dropped that somehow. Yeah.
That's for your that's for your legs, right?
Yeah.
Get the hair off your legs.
Neutral air. That's what it. Yep.
That's where it started.
That's what the thing's called, right?
But yeah.
HoneyBee forced to clash.
Poor choices of when to go into Running Man as well. Just a little bit too reckless in general, I feel. That should have been a whiff punish on his thing.
Why'd you hide them up? Jumping forward.
Looking at a sweep right now.
I don't know why I would do a jump 2 there. I don't know what's like. I honestly just feel like I just really was like not in the right mindset during this match. Like I was making a lot of poor decisions.
Uh-oh, forcing him. No, he can't make this comeback.
He can do this.
No, he's not.
Are you kidding me?
Talking about my greatest comeback.
YouTube with like 5 million views. That shows him.
Yeah, definitely not 5 million views. It's 1.5. But
never mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Like in my mind, I was really just like, yeah, you know, whatever. I was so tired, man. Like doing tournament games like all day. Like, I got so tired. But let's go on to the next match. This is going to be myself against Station. Alright, so against Station, I'm definitely in a better mindset now. Like, at this point in time, I had some sushi from Sonic Fox. I had some Sprite, I think, as well. So I was getting some energy back in me. And I went to use Starfire against Station. I will say off stream before this match, I fought Burning Oni, his Cheetah again. Really good Cheetah player, honestly. I was pleasantly surprised at like how good he was. But like Starfire, I definitely think does well against Cheetah, so I wasn't really worried. But yeah, he's a good player. It's unfortunate that none of our matches were on stream because we actually had some pretty good matches. But this is gonna be against Station, and Station's gonna go Flash. Another interesting point is earlier on in the tournament, we had to play in Mortal Kombat, and we did a Swarm Queen D'Vorah mirror match, and I think I beat him 3-1 in the mirror. So I end up actually like eliminating Station in 2 different games, and in this I double eliminated him because sent him to losers and took him out.
No, Glassword didn't have. Yeah, actually he did have good pop. No, Jago Blake too.
No, Jago Blake would like.
He had like those weird pop-offs.
He would just like quote whatever his character said in the game.
And for anyone wondering, why don't I use Flash against him? Or like, yo, you're the Flash God Lord, why aren't you using Flash? Whatever, because like I went Starfire against this Flash, and simple reason is just like, why play a 5-5 if I have a character where I can play a 6-4? Like Starfire definitely beats Flash, in my opinion. So like, if I'm playing here, I'm playing to win here. You know, I just go by whatever the matchups are. You know, if I feel more comfortable in a certain matchup with a certain character, if I'm capable of playing it, you know, I'm just gonna play it. So that's essentially why.
Hold on. What about meditating Jago Blake?
That was hilarious.
I think when we played the first set, that was off stream. It was the same matchup, Starfire Flash. But I told myself, like, if I was down 2-0 using Starfire, I would have switched to Flash or whatever. But it's just that the situation didn't happen. And then here we are again in on stream now, and I'm like, I'm thinking like the same thing. Like, if my Starfire pick isn't going the way I want it to or whatever, then yeah, I'll just go Flash. They had the name switched at the beginning of this. They weren't sure who was who. Somehow that back 3 worked on my wake up. Kind of lucky, honestly.
I thought Station was a Flash player too.
He was, but I'm not sure. I'm seeing a Starfire. I know HoneyBee does play a little bit of.
So he just flawlessed me at the beginning of this match. And then I think I get like a close to reverse flawless right after.
I mean, who doesn't play Starfire these days? That's what I mean.
So yeah, Starfire has like great tools of dealing with Flash, honestly. Another thing that like I know Station is gonna look out for is that if Starfire throws a straight projectile and Flash trades up, he could actually trade up Running Man Stance, punish, and at some point I know I bait him by just doing like a jab, and then he goes into trade, and then he can't block, so I kind of bop him for that. You have to like know what your opponent's options are and stuff. I don't know what I was doing at that point.
And where he lives. Station is now going to live in Canada.
He's going to live in British Columbia.
Sure.
Vancouver, baby. All right. So it's definitely
yep, down one. Flash's options against that are kind of bad.
Can we stop, please?
What?
Stop.
That's how you collect sponsorships, right?
Oof. That's when you keep collecting acronyms in your name.
That was a good meter burn back 3. Really wasn't worried at this point though. Like, I could easily get the chip with like a lot of options for Starfire, so you know, just close that one out.
You know, that's kind of when she like originated. Maybe 80s. There's nothing wrong with 80s hair.
No, that's definitely the Farrah Fawcett right there.
Nothing wrong with that.
Sometimes it's good to just throw out those back 2s. They can recover really quickly, and they can catch him jumping in. So throwing it out is never like a really bad idea. He catches me again with that. Doesn't get too much damage off of it though, so it's not a huge deal. That's another thing. Like, people will complain about it, you know, but it's really not that bad dealing with Flash's lightning kick on block. You'll see here. He does down 1-2 lightning kick, It's negative, I want to say negative 12. Pretty sure, so
Slow-mo,
get the
check
punish.
this out, bro.
It's definitely not, like,
Now it gets close to full
unpunishable. You
screen.
just have to be ready for it. And it's not that hard to be ready for it because it always comes after, like, a down 1-2 or, like, a forward 2. So just got to be ready for the punish for that. That was a good scout. He was, like, trying to scout my, my forward 2s to down 2 it because it's a high. So that was good from Station. I did a down 2 close Stardust. I don't know why he tried to meter burn back 3 there, but definitely did not work out for him.
More cheesier than my cheesesteak today.
There we go. The down 2. I'm sorry. The down 1. Trying to check something here.
That was a nice little restand, but it's not plus.
But HoneyBee ready to press buttons.
And Station hits him with a wake up of his own. And Miguel's doing the Roomba right now.
That's it. Roomba for everyone.
That was supposed to be a punish, but I fucked it up. That's another thing that kind of sucks for Flash against Starfire is that Starfire can consistently punish Flash's RMS2, which is the overhead off of his running man stance. It's negative 7 on block, and she has a 6 frame down 1 with really good range, so she can punish it pretty easily.
It's like, yo, pass it on. You're not a Flash player anymore. I know you only play Star.
All right, one thing I want to note though, these commentators, I think it was Fantastic. Yeah, Fantastic is talking about passing over my title. Flash Godlord is not a transferable title, you know, like it's what it is. You just have to accept that. There's a Flash Godlord, that's it. There's not a Starfire Godlord, there's not a Darkseid Godlord, there's not a Black Man. That doesn't exist. There's a Flash Godlord, that is me. It's not a transferable title, so just saying.
Starfire.
Just because I play Devora in Mortal Kombat X, I never say I'm the Devora Godlord because that's not a thing. It's just the Flash Godlord. All right, let's continue.
I mean, it's you know, these days it's tough to main one character when you have the
using that reversal Tamarinian charge is like super good against Flash as well. Can fuck him up in a lot of situations. Yeah, that was a huge drop.
Look at HoneyBee delaying right there in that situation, adapting, understanding that he.
I was trying to go for the unclashable, but I probably should have just finished the combo there.
Overhead. Okay, that was super
I think
smart.
here I kind of get lucky.
Super's on
You know,
it's not going to be enough to kill.
Yeah, but
I think I just get the chip
he
anyways.
did.
It
He blocked.
pushes him full screen, you know. Could have worked, could have not worked. And here, that was just lucky, honestly.
No way.
I definitely should have lost this
Smacking
match.
him out of there.
Because he still had
Tosses him into the
Clash.
corner, and HoneyBee steals that second game.
I didn't know he was a thief.
Stole it.
I thought he was an honest guy, but obviously, thief right under our nose.
Stole that game.
I don't even want to talk to him. I'm reporting him.
Oop.
Call the cops.
Now you see that Starfire double hitting string, the one that either ends with the overhead or the throw. Now Tweety says
Ooh.
there's some great tech. If you block that first hit and option select the back 3, you'll block the overhead or make the throw whiff and give Starfire a full combo punish.
Wow.
And for that one reason alone, he thinks Starfire's not that good.
Oh, a little bit of a drop there from Station. That was a good down 2 on my
character.
back
I'm
forward
like,
2.
this is all you got to do versus her. You get an option select.
There you go. The tail whip here. Starfire's true invincible wake up.
So, you know, just got to play the spacing neutral game right here. It's just that it definitely is, like, when you're in this range, like, you really, Starfire has, like, quite a few options, you know. She can forward 2-2, she can jump 3 at you, she can back 3, she can forward 3. Flash at this range, he kind of has to commit to, like, a back forward 2 and just kind of hope it works, or try to jump in, but, like, if he jumps in and then I try to back 2, it'll kill him. Flash can also try to dash in right away, but sometimes he'll get beat out by that. So, you know, you really have to try to control that space. And when you see that the Flash, as a Starfire player, when you see that the Flash player is really respecting it, that's when you can kind of just toss some Stardust in there, you know, aggravate them, chip them out and stuff. So, yeah, it's kind of important.
Great wake up.
And right there,
one of those,
see, going with the 4-2-2.
So many of them.
Just
they might
control the
not
space.
all be invincible, but they all
That was
have
good from
their own
him.
purpose.
It just kind of worked out, I
And
think.
that's what really makes
Raw traits
like, makes
can
her really
work.
strong character.
It can be pretty good in this matchup.
Full screen options.
I do think one thing that Station wasn't using enough was meter burn rolls.
Meters, like so. But hey, oh, you're coming in close? Wow, how does a headbutt beat a slide?
Tamarinian charge, bro.
Whatever.
Tamarinian charge.
How about Super fast feet, man.
Yeah, just go for that. He can't block, so like his only options are to beat me out by using the Sonic Lift or by meter burn back 3ing me, or I guess supering me, but those are really his only options. And I just kind of go for it. I don't know why I woke up with that at that point, because I wasn't very smart.
I am shooketh.
You should not be. It's not a fully invincible wake up.
But I'm shooketh.
And neither is Tamaranian charge.
Wow, it snatches him out of the air again.
Snatching him, bro.
Get over here.
It's some very risky stuff. You know, it is a throw. It does hit it as a high, and if it whiffs over your head, you can eat a full combo punish.
I think I'm looking for a mop right
Getting
now.
some damage.
I don't know, man.
I should have closed that out. But that was that's big damage.
HoneyBee
I think he
has air
might have
escape,
fucked
but
that
he
up.
got
Yeah,
bombs
he
in.
fucked that up. And right here,
Janitor.
it was, I think,
One
where is
late
it?
tech there.
This is the mop.
That was a good
My
tech.
favorite
Beautiful
mop.
tech.
Right there. That, it was over. I tried to do down one into like hair flip, I think, to punish or something like that. But for some reason instead I got a down back one, and then that happens.
What?
And I'm just like, what is that? Look at my face. I'm just like, nah, that's dumb. That should have been a 3-0 right there. I think later on Arma says how like I stole game 2, which I did, but then he was saying like, oh yeah, like Station should have been like 2-2 at some point, but he completely disregards the fact that in game 3, like Station definitely stole that one. Like that was my game to. I just kind of gave it away because I had to punish, and then I fucked it.
And instead, just got the Stardust tossing to where no one
Got
was
the punish
home.
on that, but didn't get a full
HoneyBee's
combo.
Game. That was his clean 3-0.
I-
And Station
he almost
lives
had-
to see another day.
He almost had the mop.
It's too bad.
He dropped the mop.
It's not it. It's not it, bro.
Go for the unused move, you know. Sometimes in a tournament setting, especially, it's good to mix it up as much as possible. You know, use all your options that are available to you.
Nice punish, following all the way through, and still wake up Disco.
Disco. I mean, hey man, cash in.
You know,
Use
put that in
character
there.
power.
Donna Summers is
That's
great.
my jam. That's my jam.
Which one?
All of them.
And that's the thing that kind of sucks for Flash, as you can see right here in this
Use
matchup.
that character power.
Donna Summers is
That's
great.
my jam.
Where is it?
That's
Right
my
here. I went for the forward 2. Flash tries to down 1. Down 1 dies because it's a low, and the forward 2 crushes lows. So
Which one?
that's just unfortunate for him,
There
honestly.
you go. That's the right answer.
Can kind of abuse that move quite a bit.
Wow.
That's another unfortunate thing. It happens all the time. I'm not surprised that it happened at all.
That's my jam.
But
Which
if
one?
you toss the Stardust
There you go. That's the right answer.
like this, the Stardust is still active back there, and then it explodes, and then he runs into it. So he gets caught.
Oh, wow.
Trade.
So
I've
that's-
never seen
that
a
kinda
trade
sucks
in
for
that
him.
favor.
I actually haven't. That's pretty fucking weird.
I actually should have just went for the
Yeah, God damn it.
Tamarine charge there,
Ran
because he
right
didn't
into
even
a
have meter to
fireball.
do
Alright.
anything much,
Let's go.
except for
Disco
the Sonic
lights
Lift, I guess.
Disco is
Disco's
Disco's
back.
back.
But didn't really look like
Disco's
Station
back.
was trying
Disco's
to
back.
use the Sonic Lift to
Disco's back.
beat it out. He was mainly relying on the meter burn back
Traffic charge
threes.
in there, but HoneyBee doing a great job of just
Doing great
throwing.
zoning.
He's just throwing the obstacle course there at
All right.
Station.
So he might not get a mop, but I guess this is still a wash. Oh, the conversion! No way.
That's a lot of
Alright.
scaling there because it started with.
You know, wake up with that again. It just seems to work. Honestly, it's not that smart of a thing to do because it's quite punishable, but Station kept trying to do stuff, so I just kind of used it, and it was working a lot.
I know you want me in this corner, but instead you're going in this corner.
Nice.
Now
Okay.
Starfire is a power character. She does have the ability to bring down those icicle shards.
Oh, he can't block. He can't block.
Gotta block, bro. Where the Stardust going?
Oh,
Trying to pick him
Ooh.
out the
Oh,
down
no conversion.
Still gets it. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Definitely gonna clash. You know, I'm in the corner. I can reset his trait,
Used to.
He's
get him off of me.
Zero. And he used one.
I mean, dude, the Flash does so much damage with his meter.
Oh, that's
Down
unfortunate.
two into meter burn back 3.
That delayed
And then
wake up
somehow I
against
threw him
Oh,
throw,
there,
and
and
that's it.
that's it.
Station
GG's.
just kind of
So
shaking his head.
HoneyBee still gets the wash. He didn't get the mop. Yeah, at least got
So
the
I think
wash.
Station ended up getting fourth at this tournament. So after this, it's going to be myself versus Bio. Here we are, myself versus my bro, and we very rarely fight each other in tournament. But at NEC, since it is a smaller tournament, not as many people came out to this one, I actually ended up eliminating him in Mortal Kombat and Injustice 2. So normally when we play each other, I've kind of just stuck with Flash a lot of the times. I just figure, like, you know what, like, this is my best character or whatever, and then I'm gonna stick it out. But for some reason in my mind, it was I just kind of felt like playing Dr. Fate in this one. So that's why, like, I see he picks Bane. I'm like, all right, let me just hidden cursor Dr. Fate and go into it. And like, Dr. Fate definitely beats Bane, but after Bane, he's gonna switch to Starfire. Starfire beats Dr. Fate, but I know, like, my brother just struggles in the matchup, and then he switches to Black Manta, who I also believe beats Dr. Fate, or at least goes even with him, or whatever. But I think Black Manta and Starfire both beat Dr. Fate, and but my brother just struggles in the matchup, so I kind of figured, like, you know what, I'm just gonna go Dr. Fate. I don't use him that much in tournament, and he is like one of my main characters that I do like to use. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. I was kind of in like I just want to do what I want to do mood, I'm just gonna do what I want.
A little bit better each time.
So let's go to the match.
Their community is so tight knit, and they have such a good following, even though they're not getting as much money as these other games. Like Injustice.
It's a scary situation when Dr. Fate gets knocked down by Bane, but once you can get him off of you, you can really make Bane have to work to get back in, and that's when it becomes like kind of like very hard for Bane. But yeah, these command grabs are gonna be hard to deal with.
That they don't know each other has.
Wait, why does it say losers finals?
You can Dr. Fate can punish that with a forward 2, but the timing's a little bit tricky.
Man, it's been a long night. It's been a long night, but your top 3 is going to be HoneyBee, Biohazard, and Gerd.
So yeah, get him off. The orb is really good to like protect yourself against Bane.
Wants to charge.
Yeah, I missed that was like the 3rd time in a row that I missed the punish on the charge.
Go ahead, Bane.
So like my brother was really just testing me at that point, like trying to see if he could get away with it or not. That was a good use of level 3. Just go through like everything I was doing.
Level 3 Venom. For those of you
but now he's on that debuff, and like it's very easy to just like keep Bane out, chip him out at that point, so not worried at all. But yeah, when he gets the Venom back, yeah, it becomes scary again.
I
but
remember that was very annoying as a Superman player.
You have to watch out for that level 3 Venom. Not only that, the invincibility.
Big thing against Bane is like really mixing up what you're doing though when you get knocked down. Like, are you gonna get up? Like, you have to make the reads. If he's gonna armor you, if he's just gonna keep command grabbing you, because like you can like wake up, you can delay wake up, you can get up with a meter burn back 3 or something like that. So you really have to like change your options and whatever. Don't do the same thing all the time. Backs up because he doesn't want to get hit by the orb right there. So that's why it's really important to have that orb there. Meter burn back 3 through the elbow drop. That was a pretty big turning point in this match because we were pretty even. But at this point, getting him off his clash is a big deal.
Bane is looking to make he's trying to close and put an end to the neutral game with a
got command grabbed a lot.
Oh,
Wake up with meter burn back 3 again. Do a little weird conversion combo.
Oh, let's go. Pop that trait.
Oh, a little late there on the jumping too.
There, that's the punish that I was looking for. He actually bounced out. He bounced out, but like I was gonna fuck up the combo, but that was a big thing in this matchup that kind of fucked it over for him, and yeah, he didn't want to deal with that no more. So changing it.
Faster than I've seen anyone run a player select. Doesn't want this situation. They've been here.
Oh no way, he did it. Yep.
Now a lot of people feel like Dr. Fate wins this matchup.
Okay, so Darth Arma is saying that people feel Dr. Fate wins this matchup. I don't know where he got that information from, because the best Dr. Fate player is like probably Tweety, and Tweety will tell you that Starfire definitely wins this matchup. I definitely think so as well. I don't know where he got that information from, but Starfire beats Dr. Fate. It's just a matter of playing the matchup correctly, because essentially they both try to zone each other out. It's just that like life lead is a huge thing in this matchup, but I think Starfire has a better comeback potential than Dr. Fate does when you have like that life lead differential, because Starfire has the ability to get like quick burst damage if she hits you with her trait, which is like ridiculously fast and everything. So but yeah, like it's really the life lead differential is a big deal in this, like who can get that life lead started. But the Starfire player really has to use trait like wisely, because like she can really like bring it back.
So I mean, is it really utilizing your resources? No, it's just kind of like making you. It just makes you
Bench is
wait a little
support.
bit.
Let's go.
And here we got a little bit of a setup, you know. Got to hold all of this, but Matt, he didn't wait till the very end, so you know I get a little bit out of that. You really have to just hold that.
It ain't so sweet sometimes.
It's not. It's tough out here for his owner.
But yeah, once I have a life lead like this,
No, not quite yet.
it's gonna be hard to make a comeback when you're Starfire. It's possible, but it's difficult. So like that, the beginning of this match kind of mattered a lot, and the fact that I kind of had a good start let me like continue my momentum.
Clearly trying to get something here.
Wow, that
the
back three.
Yeah, that back three's got some great range. Ends it with the disco ball.
And that trade's awful for Biohazard there.
You know, getting out of the corner,
Eating
putting
full
him in.
damage.
Don't want anything to do with that corner.
Ooh,
Push block him.
check out.
Yep.
Wow,
Get in
push
there.
block into it. Shades of Injustice 1?
Could be.
So just trying to make as much as I can
I'm sorry, the
out
jumping
of
three.
that first bar of
It
health.
hits
You always want to just
everywhere.
try to extend it and frustrate your
Everywhere.
opponent as much as possible with that first bar of health.
And I don't know. It's kind of looking good for Biohazard.
Down one
There's,
sometimes
last
to
pick.
catch her, forward two coming in.
It's definitely
You know,
looking
get her off
better.
again.
I definitely don't think.
Unfortunately, that combo
that.
dropped, but it would have been a nice one.
Oh, Honeybee's dominating.
Yeah,
right
this was
now.
kind of
The
a
zoning,
wrap
though.
at this point. I don't think that was
Oh, try to
chip.
backdash,
I'm not
but
100% sure.
hold
I
on.
think he tried to move
I'ma let me
and actually just ended up dying.
Let me out.
But
I'ma
yeah, I just
let
kind of
me
went for it. And then at this point,
It's like,
last character switch. Black Manta, not a bad idea because Black Manta actually
Zoning pressure.
does well against like my main characters. Like he does well against Dr. Fate. I think he beats Starfire, and he does fairly well against Flash. So like Black Manta's really not a bad choice. It's just a matter of he needed to beat my Fate. If he beat my Fate in this match, I probably still would have tried it one more time based on how it went. If he kind of bodied me, I probably would have just went to Flash. But
yeah, they're
Yeah.
still getting these hands.
if it was a close match and he won, I might have stuck it out with Fate. I don't know. But this is another match. I kind of had a good start. Like look at this, like 70% life lead I already have on him.
Checking those projectiles.
Right now,
Trying
Biohazard
to look
is
out for his
dominating
4 to
zoning.
2 coming in, and then you go just bounce
Oh,
castles
you're
there
right
and
for
catches
Izzy.
me.
Hey, hold on, we're gonna slam him on the ground. We're
Good
waiting
block.
for him to do something.
Good block.
And great block confirmed there by Biohazard. Meter burning.
Drop
to keep it
combo.
safe.
And then he
yeah,
tries to
not
throw
meter
me.
burning to keep it advantage.
Just didn't work out, and then that kind of fucked him because now I get that life,
Honeybee just knew. He was
that
like,
first
you know
life
what?
bar.
You're not gonna do anything. I'm gonna jump. I'm out of here.
I'm out. Peace out.
He's out, nerd. With your nerd helmet.
Oh man, can we talk about how much chip damage this is doing? Oh, hold on, the harpoon.
Let's talk about that whiff.
Ouch.
Let's talk about that harpoon.
Trying to get some damage, but didn't really get the pixel to go
Lasered
too
by
far for me
Biohazard.
afterwards.
Reminding me of my boy Soups.
Ouch. Yeah, that's a good thing about Black Manta in this matchup is that he can go to this point of the screen that Dr. Fate can't
A
really
great
cover.
zoning option.
So that's pretty good for him.
But Vengeance of Horus in play.
Oh,
he
that
went for the
sucks.
throw.
Whiff punish. Nice block.
I should have been punishing that, but I wasn't ready for it.
Almost got a whiff punish on that, and he gets this one.
Honks up. Blocks the barrel. Checking him with a down one right after the forward dash.
all those down
Get that
kicks.
set up. I really wanted to corner him right here and keep him in there,
Oh, we're gonna
but
no.
yeah, that was
Hurry up,
unfortunate
Pete.
because I wanted
Biohazard
to
gets
make
down
him
there, he says,
to make him
"Stay
suffer
here,
with
stop
that.
it.
I love
Get me
making
out,
people
bro."
like
Trying
die
to
because
get
of
some
that
back in, nope.
move, the red like
Good block.
aura thing.
The block on the overhead.
Jumping threes.
And this is getting pretty close. And then that was everything right there. After I hit him, he blocked that meter burn 4-3. He tried to backdash, and then my 4-2 caught him, and then I did 4-2 push. And like at that point, it's kind of over because then the meter burn thing
He gets
chip.
it.
And Biohazard
And that's
going
it.
down to Honeybee. Honeybee looking for the run back here in grand finals. Not only does he have to beat Gur in a
Alright.
first to 3, he's got to beat him in 2 first to 3s.
Listen,
So that was the matches that I have for this video. I will do another video going over grand finals, which is myself versus Gur doing a run back. You're definitely going to see gameplay that is not like the beginning of the video against Gur, because that first set was not very good. But in the next one, you'll see hypest match of NEC is going to be myself versus Gur. It was a really great set, so make sure you tune into that video. But thank you guys so much for checking this one out. Like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.